Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Martine, and if you are new here, I do videos on Vedic astrology mainly, but also with some tropical insights, and I focus on both relationship and natal astrology. And if you like this video and you would like to hear more content from me, please like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video. And also, if you're interested in a personal consultation, I do consultations on a wide variety of subjects. Please check out the video description. I will leave the information there. Thank you. And today's video is going to be in continuation with the series that I started last week, and namely Arudha Lagna. Now, from the beginning, I am going to say that I am not going to explain all over again what Arudha Lagna is and how you calculate it. I have made a video, a very short one and very concise with examples, and last week, it's about 10 minutes long, and I'm going to link that in the video description, so you go ahead and watch that first if you don't know how to calculate it. So I'm going to get straight into the description for Arudha Lagna in Taurus. So what is Arudha Lagna in Taurus? Taurus is the second sign of the zodiac. It is ruled by Venus, and this means that people are going to perceive you as a very soft-spoken, gentle, patient, lovely individual. People will generally appreciate your company. They will see you as a rather soothing character, and they will see you as, stable, emotionally balanced, very pleasant, like I did mention already. Also, they will see you as relatively charismatic and charming and quite trustworthy. Okay. But they will also tend to see you as rather uncomplicated as a person, which can have good and bad parts. Now, what does it mean to have Gemini on the second house from the Arudha Lagna? This basically means that you appear to be a good communicator, you appear to be articulate, intelligent, good with words, precise in your language, clever, witty, maybe even funny. But mostly intelligent and logical. The third house from the Arudha Lagna is in Cancer, which means that you are going to be perceived as a relatively non-threatening individual. You're also going to be seen as rather forgiving and also possibly able to use indirect manipulative means to achieve your goals. Meaning you are going to be seen as a person who is more likely to maybe use, for lack of a better word, sneaky ways to get what you want rather than use direct effort or direct confrontation. Now, what does it mean to have the fourth house from your Arudha Lagna in Leo? This means that your family life will be perceived to be an environment that was creative, or maybe that you come from a family that encourages creativity. This could be literally that people perceive your family as artistic, or simply an environment that supported your artistic tendencies. What does it mean to have Virgo on the fifth house from your Arudha Lagna? Your children are going to be generally perceived as modest, shy, intelligent, rational, generally oriented towards service. The sixth house from your Arudha Lagna will fall in Libra, which means that the sixth house is basically the way that you are perceived to treat your potential opponents or enemies, and also your pets, or your subordinates. And this shows that you're going to be seen as somebody who tends to use negotiations and diplomacy in handling conflicts and any kind of enmities you might have with people. So you're generally not going to be perceived as somebody who hits hard into the competition, so to speak, unless there are, certain planets aspecting that change this basic interpretation. The seventh house from your Arudha Lagna will fall in Scorpio, which means that your romantic partners are generally going to be seen as powerful, financially savvy individuals, secretive, manipulative, mysterious, resourceful, and good at reading people. So maybe also a bit mystical, maybe dealing with occult stuff. And also direct opposition for you can come from young men or anybody represented by a Mars-dominated profession. So engineering, athletes, pretty much, yeah. Defense forces, police, so on and so forth. And also just any kind of male peers. So young men. Mars represents young men, as in men who are not fathers yet. The 8th house from the Arudha Lagna falls in Sagittarius, which means that your health is going to be seen as generally robust, as in you're probably going to be seen as somebody who doesn't get sick easily, or if you do get sick, you're just not going to have any serious diseases. Again, this is about how you're going to be perceived. Doesn't necessarily mean that this is how you're actually going to be. Right, another thing that I can say from 8th house in Sagittarius, unless there are malefics aspecting the 8th house, is that you're going to appear to be a very trustworthy individual, which means that it will be easier for you, for instance, to get a bank loan than it would be for, let's say, the average person. The 9th house from the Arudha Lagna falls in Capricorn, which means that the class of people that you are going to gain support from in this life are generally going to be older people, also people involved with the state authorities, lawmakers, people in Saturn-related professions. So people who are working in fossil fuel, but also renewable energies, civil servants, agriculture, maybe geology, or any kind of earth-related profession or professional activity is basically seen by Saturn. Right. The 10th house from the Arudha Lagna will fall in Aquarius, which means that people will perceive your professional life, your career, and your status in society as something that is unusual, individualistic, unorthodox, unconventional. So not your average mainstream career path. But at the same time, you are actually likely to be perceived as somebody who can have a long-standing career, because Aquarius is also ruled by Saturn as well as Rahu. Right, 11th from the Arudha Lagna in Pisces means that your friend circle, your acquaintances, older siblings are going to be seen actually by other people as spiritual people, people with high ideals, maybe also religiously oriented sometimes, people with high morality. And right, so this is about the perception of the people around you. And also it shows that you can actually make a living, or you can make money from inconsistent sources of income. So things like working on commission, project-based work, any kind of project-based work, etc. Right, is actually something that you can make money from. The 12th house from the Arudha Lagna will fall in Aries, which means that your secret enemies could also be young male figures, so young men who are not fathers, and also anybody in Mars-related professions again, so engineers, defense, police force, that kind of thing, athletes. Right, and it also, the 12th house shows losses. And one thing that the 12th house in Aries can show is losses with regards to real estate or any of the Mars-dominated professions. Right. And yeah, this has been pretty much it. And once again, if you have enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video. Also, if you have any feedback, any questions, or any suggestions of future videos, please check the comment section, post something there. And also, if you're interested in a personal consultation, please check out the video description. I will leave the contact information there. Thank you.